Welcome to Larry's Library. What I've got for you this week is Batman, Catwoman, the hardcover. Now, this is on DC's Black Label, so forgive me for not knowing this for sure, because I am a Marvel guy primarily. So I assume that since it's on DC's Black Label that this is technically out of continuity. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments, please. But that's how I take it, because Black Label used to be Vertigo, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, so this has 424 pages. It is a standard size hardcover, not my preferred format at all, but you know, DC tends to put most of their collected editions out these days in standard hardcover. There's just very few that are deluxe oversized unless it's an absolute or an omnibus. There's a few, but this is not one of them, sadly. So, like I said, standard size hardcover, the trim size that is, but it does have 424 pages, so it is a thick boy. And the list price on it is $39.99. But as I like to tell you, don't pay that. Don't be a chump. Get it from a good discounter like InStockTrades.com or Cheap Graphic Novels. I got mine at InStockTrades.com for $23.19, and that's probably with the 2% loyalty discount, because I am a madman fueled by FOMO, and I keep buying stuff week to week, even though I should not be doing that. So, but at any rate, yeah, get it at a good discounter. You'll get it for 40% off easily. So do that. So this is written by Tom King, celebrated fan favorite writer. I hear everybody just blubbering all over the internet about Tom King, and I think this might be the first Tom King I've read, maybe. But anyway, he did write everything in this one, and the art now is something special. There is not, there's several artists on this book, the primary one being Clay Mann, which is unbelievably stunning and beautiful. It's just great. But the entire crew they have on this is fantastic. So there is not a down note here as far as the art. You got Clay Mann doing the majority of it. You got Liam Sharp doing some of it. Lee Weeks does an issue. Michael Lark does, I think, half an issue or a whole issue, something like that. Great artists there. You got Mikhail Yanin. Never had seen his work before, but it's good. He's in there. And John Paul Leon, which he is always great. And he fits Batman perfect. So I liked seeing him pop up there on, I think, just one issue. The vast majority of it, though, is by Clay Mann. And like I said, it is stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. I'm not sure there's enough adjectives that I know to describe how beautiful this artwork is. It is just mind-blowing how great the art is in this book. And it is it should be a capital crime that this book is only standard sized. Because if artwork was ever beautiful enough to require a large format, it's the art in this book. I mean, it is gorgeous. Yeah, and it's finely detailed. It's pretty much perfect in every way. I mean, I don't know how much more I could go on to describe how great this art is, but you're seeing it yourself in my scans. I know that, and I'm gonna try to put up as many as I can. So the contents on this is the entire mini-series, maxi-series, do they call them that? Limited series, let's just call it that. Batman, Catwoman 1 through 12. You got all of that in here, and that's the bulk of the book. And then it also collects Batman, Catwoman Special, Detective Comics 1027, Batman Annual 2, Catwoman, the 80th Anniversary Super Spectacular. That's a mouthful. That one's in here. Yeah, so I think what they tried to do here is just put all of the Tom King stuff that was Batman, Catwoman in one volume, and so that's what we got here. Now, here's where you run into a probably potentially unpopular opinion by me. You know, I had such expectations of this. I had seen some of the art, so I knew the art was going to blow me away. I knew that was the sale there for me when I seen this art. And Tom King, people just blubber about him, like I said, all over the internet, from one end to the other, how great this guy is. And while I did enjoy it, I got to say, about the first half of the book, I had such a time following it, because he jumps from place and time about 3 different times. I think the past, the present, the future. Not a drop of narration in the form of omniscient narrator. You know, I mean, the heavy text prologues that people always, you know, make fun of Chris Claremont for doing, and Stan Lee to a degree. That mostly has went away with modern comic books. You don't have that. And I understand we don't need that. We don't need it in the volume of text that like a Claremont would give you. We don't need that much. We can let the art and the pacing speak for itself. Okay, cool. But maybe we need a little bit of that. Especially when you're going to jump from the past to the present to the future and just assume that your reader is going to know what you're talking about. Now, perhaps if I followed current DC stuff month to month, maybe I would have had an easier time following this. So maybe some of this is on me. It's possible. But I really struggled the first half of this book trying to figure out where the hell we were, when we were, and why we were. It didn't work for me. It really didn't. But the art was so great, and the stories were good, and the dialogue is really good. His dialogue is quite good. I'll give him that. But I don't think it would have hurt the story whatsoever to maybe put a little narration box, I'm not sure, whatever you want to call it, a little yellow box maybe, with some text saying the present, 20 years ago, or the past, or a possible future. You know, I don't need a date and a month. I mean, it don't have to be that detailed, but give me a little bit of something here. Give me something to hang on to, because I'm looking for clues like, okay, you know, he has gray hair there, so this must be in the future, but did it actually happen, or is this a possible future? I don't know. It doesn't say, you know. I'm just left just trying to figure it out on my own. Now, at about the halfway point, I think he slowed some of that down. Or maybe I just started figuring it out. I don't know, but it got a lot better for me the second half. Because the first half of this book, I was like, you know, in my head, I was like, oh my God, this art is incredible. So, just on the art alone, I can't give it less than a 7. But I cannot follow this shit. I don't know where I am, and I don't know if this is real, if this is a false memory. Is it a dream? I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm a stupid guy. Surely I'm not stupid, am I? I mean, would you know if you're stupid, though? There's a case to be made for Dunning-Kruger, you know, where if you don't know what Dunning-Kruger is, look that up. It's fascinating. Where some people think they know a lot about stuff, and it leads them into being more stupid about the subject because they just assume they know. So I'm hoping it's not me in this case, but I had a hell of a time following it. But like I said, about halfway through, it seemed to get better. I don't know if it got better or I just got better at deciphering what the hell Tom King is trying to show me here. But I did start enjoying it a lot more, and that incredible art just kept going. And when they had a different artist come in, they chose a really good artist every time. Like I said, Liam Sharp, Lee Weeks, Michael Lark, perfect. That Mikhail Yanin, perfect. John Paul Leon, perfect. And, surprise, surprise, one issue is done by one of my all-time favorite artists, Walt Simonson. And I'll show some of that here. Yeah, that was a surprise. Didn't expect to see that in this, and it was great. So, you know, if you're a Batman, Catwoman fan, and I am a huge fan of those characters at least, you'll want to get this. If you're a Tom King fan, you probably already got it. You don't need me to sell it to you. But if you're a fan of beautiful comic book art, get this. I mean, you're going to wish it was larger. I certainly do, but it's still worth a buy for sure. And I'm not going to bore you, but blubbered about how great this art is some more. I'll let the art speak for itself. It has been all during this video. I know I'm running the scans. But yeah, final summation for me is I give this 8 out of 10. It has some very sweet moments. Some really great personal stuff with Batman and his family and Catwoman, and a lot of great characterization in here too. I enjoyed the hell out of it. After I got over some initial lostness with me, But yeah, overall, really good. Nice ending. Yeah, it's great. Pick it up if you still can. As of the time of this shooting, it's still available at IST, InStockTrades.com. So yeah, definitely worth a buy. And this is one, even though I just give it 8 out of 10, which is still a high score. It's not perfect. I think if he had made it a little more clear what was going on and when it was going on, I think it would have been helpful, especially to somebody like me. I don't know. But at any rate, 8 out of 10, solid, must buy. If this ever came out in an absolute edition or something, I would buy it again immediately. I would double dip this thing in a heartbeat with no regrets. So I'll let you go for now, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell to notify yourself. And yeah, I will see you next time.